Right now, there's a lot of anxiety in the business community.
200,000 Canadian small businesses could disappear forever. That's according to updated estimates from the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, who say those that represent the backbone of the Canadian economy could be shutting their doors permanently because of COVID-19. The CFIB estimates 1 in 6 small businesses will not survive the pandemic and provincially imposed health restrictions, which according to the numbers means more than 2 million Canadians could lose their jobs.
It's been, a roller coaster ride of a year for small businesses, and it ended on a terrible note with Omicron on the rise.
Kathleen Cook with CFIB says new health restrictions like the ones recently announced in Ontario that go into effect on January 5th, which include no indoor restaurant dining and 50% capacity limits on retail stores, hair salons, and tattoo parlors, have business owners in other provinces worried. Cook says some business sectors will be decimated by the new health restrictions in Ontario, and other provinces could soon follow.
One of the biggest issues we hear about from businesses is labor shortages, and that's only been exacerbated by Omicron.
Right now, I got 50% of my servers are out sick.
Peter Papadopoulos, owner of the Jolly Mug restaurant, is having trouble finding enough staff to keep on the job, with increasing numbers of his employees calling in sick or self-isolating with the virus. Papadopoulos is the second-generation owner of the Jolly Mug and currently employs 2 of his children. Papadopoulos says he is very concerned that Manitoba will soon ramp up public health measures.
Even my staff, too, we talk about it every day. We're sitting there watching the other provinces, and we feel like it seems to be a trickle-down effect, right? So if Quebec and Ontario start, and then BC, then it trickles down to Manitoba eventually.
It's only going to get worse.
Chad Van Dale says he was optimistic for 2022. However, the rapid spread of Omicron has changed his mind, and Van Dale now thinks things will get worse before they get better. Van Dale is the owner of Dakota Bowling Lanes, which he took over from his father, who ran the bowling alley for 50 years. Van Dale says he is doing everything he can to keep the business open, and if he ever had to close his doors permanently, it would be like losing a loved one. It would also be a major loss of income for his family.
I employ my wife, my 2 kids are employed here, my father still works here. I have 4 other full-time members that I take that their families are tied to this business.
As for Cook, she says another trend the CFIB has discovered as a result of the pandemic is that many parents who own and operate small businesses in Canada have stopped telling their children to follow in their footsteps.
Sadly, many of them do not recommend that. The volatility of the last couple of years has left a permanent mark on the small business community.
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.